What is going on, everybody? We are here for the finals today. I am your host, not necessarily with the most, but I'm your host today, Grimothy. Hope everybody had a great the rest of your night yesterday. It's Friday. It's Friday morning for me. It is Friday evening for anybody in the region which this is held, in the EU. So hope you guys can all sit back, relax, and enjoy the show today. We have a great finals setup. It should be a lot of fun today. I'm really looking forward to it. We have a lot of talent in the lobby. I mean, there's pro team after pro team after pro team, and top tier tier 2 teams that are coming through the challengers circuit last year and this year now as well. So it's gonna be really good matchup today. So I look forward to everything. I know we have a little bit of a crowd favorite with Aurora and a couple of the other pro league teams, and know a little bit of favoritism going on, but we have a 6-game series for set up for today, so I really look forward to how everything unfolds. But yeah, look, I'd like to thank all today's sponsors and everybody for making this happen. First off, I'd like to thank EXO for hosting this and making this availability possible for everyone, but as well as Community Gaming for sponsoring today's event and today's finals, and making sure this cash prize is possible for all these players, these wonderful players. And if you guys don't know about Community Gaming, they offer a lot of grassroots tools to offer for organizations such as SRC and EXO in terms of setting up, tournaments and events such as this one that we have here for you today. But a lot of fun shaping up today. And if you guys haven't ever heard of SRC obviously is this poop. This is SRC right here. I've been a part of SRC for about 1.5 years. I am the content director for SRC. I've done a lot of good stuff, and we've done a lot of good stuff in SRC moving forward in the NA scene, in terms of tier 2 organizations that are moving forward, not only in the Apex scene but just in general, and trying to establish that dedicated heartbeat and lifeline as a established org in the esports world. So if you guys want to know more about SRC, !SRC in chat, if you want to know more about EXO and how they have Invictus Mondays coming up, !EXO in chat. And if you guys want to know more about Community Gaming, !CG in chat. So, but as we wait for the lobbies get filled up, I will sit back. It's on a 5-minute delay today, so I will do my best to try to answer any questions in the time allotted. If chat pops up and populates and everything, I will answer what I can when I can. Regardless of the fact, thank you all for being patient with me today. Thank you all for being modest and kind. If there's any dead moments or dead air or anything like that, just keep in mind, I am the production, I am the caster as well. I'm doing all the stuff behind this. I'm trying to keep the action going with you guys. I got buttons on buttons on buttons on buttons, and audio tune on this, on audio tune on that. So just bear with me. I promise you, I'm doing the best I can by myself. If you guys see the ALGS scene set up and stuff like that, they got 90 people working with them. I am one. So, but either way, there should be no hiccups today. There should be no issues. We got 6 games of just pushing it out and getting this finals underway. So.
Where is the Here he is.
I was muted the whole time, right?
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I was just fucking word vomiting in you guys' ear. I was like, oh no. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
My foot pedal works great. I love it, but sometimes it decides not to and sabotage me, and then it's like an awkward moment of silence for the fallen ones, you know? Like pour one out for the homies.
Like you have your like push to talk on a foot pedal?
No, I have a push to mute, but it's like it's a push, it's a hold to mute essentially.
Oh, you just hold it down.
Yeah, and lift it up, yeah, whenever I want to speak. But
Hmm.
then I got my like little, beacon mix create to my left, and I have another mute button on that has. There's so many freaking buttons around me.
I believe it.
Lots of buttons, and then a lovely stream deck. We got a couple minutes before it gets underway, so who you guys want to keep an eye out for today in the lobby? We got a stacked ass lobby, so you guys favoriting or looking forward to seeing perform?
I want to see Opera do well. They did great yesterday. Like
I
they were
agree.
just taking fights left and right against anybody and winning.
And you know what was actually sad yesterday? Because like you didn't get to spectate my lobby 2, because I was so far ahead. But like PMT, they had the DC, so we didn't restart if we didn't have 3, right? So as a duo, they had 14 kills in one game as a duo.
That is pretty crazy. They did come in and do that. I
Mhm.
didn't even take that in consideration. I know they qualified off the very last match, so
Oh yeah, true. That as well, yeah, because they got a win. So that bumped them from like 12th to 6th or 5th, something like that.
yeah, I think it was like sixth place they ended up qualifying in. It
Mm-hmm.
was a
Yeah.
definitely an underdog sell because I think they were actually in 13th place at the time because they were tied with McDudes and
Oh yeah.
Phoenix Legacy
Mm-hmm.
was the closest one to bumping in at the time.
Yeah, true. They were at 18 points or something before last game.
Yeah,
Yeah, so definitely a team
same.
to watch as well. Aim Assist again, a team that I did not expect to get this far.
But a couple teams that was last second qualifiers. I know EXO as well as
Mm-hmm.
07, right? 07 like
Yeah,
barely qualified.
barely, yeah.
Definitely a tight knit competition, that is for sure. I was looking at the leaderboard last night after we got done, and I was looking at the other lobby that we didn't get, that we, you know, when we watched the first 3 from and went away from for the last 3. And I thought ours
Mm-hmm.
was close in the last 3, but I looked at the first lobby and I was like, oh my god, that one's all the way down to like 19th. It was just like 5 points. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Ah, Lucas here. He ate Zap.
Hmm.
Zap here.
I think
Mm-hmm.
he. Wait, was he just playing ranked with him?
I think so. I think he's solving for them today.
Hmm.
There we go. Okay.
As soon as I wanted to tell Merel to leave and rejoin, the loading went away.
We have the yeah, okay, and drops. Let's just get an overstat set up.
Mm-hmm. They might have done something because like it's quite compressed. Like I don't know if you can see the map
Yeah, I see it.
because it's good then.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go over the drop spots for each team today, starting on Storm Point, because that is what map we are starting on. So if we head on over here to our overstat. Ow. Wow, I just stepped on something.
Funny how everyone is in except players.
Sorry about that. I just stepped on something that poked me. Anyways, we have aim assist on North Pad and Ferrari. We have wall occupied by players. Upper Moon is going to be at Zeus Station, and Alliance is going to be on that Lightning Rod Thunder Catch area. If we go on down to Stormcatcher, we have Infinite occupying that as well as the right side of that little lane. Command is occupied by Nessie yet again. We have a contest at Cascade Falls with Mind and ANC outplayed. So a lot of good stuff coming from that contest. It's going to be interesting to see how the first 3 games do play out with that. We have Checkpoint with LVH at the at Checkpoint with those pretty much guaranteed at least crafting or one of the beacons. Down Beast is occupied by EXO, winning that contest yesterday. Mills is occupied by High Score Opera, so that was who Sparky was excited to see play today. We have Ceto Station occupied by 07 with Naskia in charge of that. Death Wish is going to be at Jurassic, and then we have Vexed at Pylon. E6 is going to be over on Launchpad, and then we have Devastated Coast occupied by Lights Out, which is really interesting because if you go to the left here, we have PMT and Cybercats contesting at Echo MD and Coastal Camp. So really interesting contest there as well. We go over to Barometer, we have FF there, and if we go over to Cenote, we have Aurora as well. So it seems like the pro league teams have really set themselves aside in terms of contests and stuff. Nobody wants to smoke. So we have them by themselves at Lightning Rod with Alliance. We have Aurora down here in Cenote. We have E6 over here at Launchpad, Vexed over here at Pylon. No matter where the teams are at, where they're at in terms of skill level or anything, keep in mind that you do have 07 with Nasky, our pro league. He has a lot of experience, a lot of things to bring forward to this this game today. We have Graceful, who also is a pro league player and everything on Team Nessie today, and he will be doing what he can at Command Center, and that is just for our Storm Point drops. If we go over to World's Edge, today we have the contest over at Sky East with Aim Assist and Infinite. Infinite is still yet again occupying the epicenter survey area, so that tunnel is pretty much the only contest area that is going to be contested for Aim Assist. We go over to E6. E6 is going to be in Sky West and Trials. 07 is going to be Nasky and at Fissure and everything, with Mirage taking precedence for Fissure. Countdown has LVH. Monument has FF. Fragment has Mine 2. Aurora is going to be at Climatizer all by themselves. Overlook has High Score Opera. Geyser has ANC outplayed. We have a contest down here at Mod with Nessie and players. Upper Moon is going to be at Dome and Launch Site. Siphon is contested by PMT and Vexed. Harvester is Cybercats. Staging is Death Wish. Exo is going to be a Landslide. Thermal is going to be Alliance. And to wrap it up, we have Lights Out at Tree. We're going to switch over to a live scene and get the action coming for you guys.
We were on Virginia.
What?
Alrighty.
Didn't you say it's on Frankfurt?
My laptop was, but my main.
A quick little reset, no big deal. We had to change the region and what it's set on right now. So, no big deal. We just have a couple minute turnaround here, and then we will get rolling into the action. as we looked at those drop spots and everything, we do have the contest going off. So let's keep those contests in mind as we drop into this first lobby of Storm Point. So in those contests on Storm Point, we have Cascade Falls being contested, as well as the shipwreck area being contested, as well as Echo MG with PMT and Cybercats. So a lot of good fights that are gonna erupt immediately off the bat. So let's see how everything unfolds, seeing as there's essentially going to be 18 teams left right off the bat. Alrighty. As we get dropped into the action, we have a contest going on at Cascade Falls between Mind and ANC Outplayed. So we're going to tune into that one first as I navigate over to ANC Outplayed and see how this contest unfolds. We have another one at Echo MD with PMT and Cybercats, so we'll tune over there as soon as we can. Like, I'm quite sure if the contest was called off here at Cascade Falls, but it does not seem or appear as if there is another team here. There is a surprise con at Pylon, so we're going to switch over there, see what's going on. And Vexed eliminating PMT with the surprise con. Very quick work done there by Mentafe and crew. We have another mill con going on as well. A lot of surprise cons going on here. Lights Out have one knocked. Appears there's one knock at least on each side, so they traded knocks. See if Lights Out can get the res going here. Shots going out trying to get the thirst, and they get the thirst. Good shots coming out from QPMS. They do have that banner, so they can back up to the Down Beast, in between Down Beast and Mills res right here. You need to keep in mind that EXO is in company right there at Down Beast, so easy shots for EXO if they want to look over and get some shots going on here. Res coming off for Lights Out. Get back up to a 3 stack and see what they can get going. Docs are doing what they can to hold off the last two for the other team. QPMS getting a good crack there on the Bloodhound. Docs are swinging to the right. PK comes out for PQMS. Shots and just not connecting. Getting one shot to connect. Knocking the Bloodhound. Good shots coming out the conduit, trying to wrap it up outside. Connecting, and down goes High Score Opera at Mill from Lights Out. Really good fights there on each side, just couldn't connect with certain shots for High Score Opera. But it is GG's go next for them, and they are out in 19th place. We have LVH rotating in here to Down Beast, unaware of Echo occupying it, or they are aware of it and they're trying to catch them by surprise here. So we'll see how it folds out here as we have a Conduit, Catalyst, and Bangalore composition here. So Catalyst really being able to hold out anybody from pushing, and the Conduit being able to give Bangalore that repeak ability. Does seem as if things might still out here a little bit at down beast between XO and LVH, so we will tune in over here at Cenote, where we have FF and Aurora, I'm guessing, fighting currently. Good shields with FF here as the conduit ult does come out, going right on top of those bins. Conduit Q coming out for Bryn. The evac tower situation for Aurora is they might try to get the hell out of here and go somewhere else. So we will see what they do here. Bangalore ult comes out. Fire getting cracked and absolute one in this corner, just trying to stay alive. Medkit is coming out, but will they be able to pop it in time before they are swung by anybody on Aurora? They get the medkit off and trying to take angles. Another evac tower comes out as I do believe Aurora will be trying to take this now. The pinks come out for one more enemy left behind, so let's see if FF can swing this last person and potentially get a knock. Quite sure what's going on. Does appear to be flushed on at least one of them. Supersonic getting knocked in the process. Futa getting knocked as well. They're trading knocks. FF is down to 1 now. Tides have definitely turned in this fight for FF. Brent opting to just run away and survive to fight another day. See if they can just wait out the points. The Ferrari in hand, easy rotates for FF. Bryn getting back to zone. They do have a conduit, so they will be able to craft their player banners here. So it is not yet over for FF, that is for sure. But they will be down to just a singular player. As we look across the map, is a little bit of action dies down. We actually do have a fight breaking out here on the other side of North Pad, in between North Pad and Down Beast area. Death Wish and Aim Assist fighting in the corners here. Just trying to connect shots through the bank smoke in these bunkers. These bunkers being a very awkward playing situation when you have teams on either side of you and above you. So let's see if Death Wish can get in the right position to capitalize on Aim Assist playing low. Cybercats over here at the Bean area. And Aurora eliminated early in 18th place. A really surprising early elimination for Aurora Gaming. Cybercats seeing what they can do to rotate through this Bean area, capitalize on the fights going on at the top of the hill. Evac tower situation comes out. Ranches in company of Cybercats rotating over the team on the bottom side of this hill here. Shots are not connecting for Cybercats and Ranches here with the Hemlock. rotating around this left side of the hill between mill and the bottom side there. Evac tower yet again for Cybercats. Quick rotates. Let's see if they can get into one of these buildings at the bottom side of Down Beast. Does appear to be the game plan for Cybercats, as they should be occupying this building by themselves. But will they be able to coexist? That is a question. Do apologize for any experiences with the audio differences and everything. That was an issue on my end. A little bit of technical difficulties. We got it situated and we got it straightened out. If you're having audio picture quality issues, that is not on my end, that is on your end. That is a user issue. I do apologize about that as well. So if you guys want to refresh your browser or get a better internet service, that is perfectly fine and perfectly on you. But either way, that one is not on me. So refresh your browser, refresh anything that you can. I promise you the quality is in 1080p. It is 60 frames. It is as high as it can possibly go for Twitch. There's no difference between partner streamers and non-partner streamers. Affiliate streamers such as myself do have it in 1080p as well. Let's get tuned back into action though and focus on that. Audio issues are straightened out. Let's go. All right, a little bit of technical difficulties like I just said, but let's move on. So Cybercats occupying this small spot outside of Down Beast here, as we have 16 teams left going into Zone 3 closure. It's going to be interesting seeing how everything unfolds when everybody wants to come into this Zone 3 closure and just piling in. Team 10 Infinite fighting lights out here at the top side of Down Beast. We do have Death Wish with a 2-knock scenario. Genos being the last one up. Shots coming out. Some connecting, some not. Unfortunate situation for Death Wish, as they are a solo up here. They are opting to most likely choose a rat play, see if they can get the player banners and potentially get his teammates back. Good shots for the Hemlock connecting with Genos. Rotating it back into the donut area where they were. Genos laying low here. The team that killed him, I'm pretty sure, are aware. Genos gonna be the last one up for this team, but it's not looking too good for Death Wish. Does have the gold armor, but the syringes and the med packs are just not gonna be enough for this Zone 3 closure, that is for sure. Gets medkit off and rotating into zone here for Death Wish. They're going to be a rat for the remainder of the game. We will check back in on Death Wish here in a moment. We do have shots coming out from Upper Moon. All three for Upper Moon are flesh currently, getting into this bunker, trying to play it safe. Good shots coming out. The conduit ult preventing them from pushing any further in this house. Showback comes out. There's a thirst in the corner here as Vex is getting healthy. Things do come down to a little bit of a calm here before the storm. Zone 4 closing currently. Vexed trying to get into prime positioning here for the final zones. Unlucky, getting quite unlucky there at the top of the horizon lip. Shots connecting. Unlucky, absolute 1. 2 for Vex are very weak here. 1 knock getting thirst. Vex are down to a solo, and Vex will be out in the 12th spot. Several teams getting eliminated here as the zone does close very quickly. Cybercat's in the backside here. Upper Moon is trying to find their comfortability in the zone. They're in the corner. Lights out getting... Light getting knocked here. Rotating in. Good shots connecting with Blast in the R9. As he gets knocked from height, I believe. Lucka being the last one alive for Upper Moon is out in the 7th position. We have 07 with Nasky in charge here, doing all of that work. It seems with Upper Moon getting eliminated. Nasky on the conduit, shots connecting. Zapped already knocked on 07. Nasky just trying to stay healthy. Nags pushed up a little bit. Nasky getting knocked from afar. Nags the last one alive for 07. Trying to pick out angles. Finishing this knock. Potentially getting shield swap off. They get it off. 2 more left alive on the opposing team. It's not looking good for 07. And 07 is out in the 5th position. E6 was also eliminated in that spans. A lot of stuff going on here in the last zone closure before the final zone is revealed. We got players in Godspot over here on this platform. If all goes well, they should not have anyone pushing up onto this Godspot. So Sister getting cracked. The bat popping off. Trying to get proper positioning as we do have another team mirroring them on the other side of this Godspot. Ferrari between blocking off a little bit of sight for all the other teams. Top 5 scenario for all the teams currently in. Watch and Jin is down for this team mirroring. We do have Team Infinite, that is the team mirroring. As Kizaron does get cracked in the process. Bat is popped. Shots coming out with the car. Smoke trying to give them a little bit of coverage. Final zone closing in 20 seconds. Good shots coming out. Knock. Eagle Blaster being knocked. So Sister in this corner. Getting knocked and eliminated. Players out in the 3rd position. Final 2 teams fighting. Infinite with the definite advantage is that I do believe it is a 2v3. Now it's a 2v2. 2v1. Infinite most likely going to be your Game 1 champions, as they are your Game 1 champions. Interesting how the final zone unfolded there is Infinite mirroring mirroring the other team on top there with the Watch engine and just waiting till the right moment to attack, and finally moving over and doing so and capitalizing on the other team's positioning and catching them off guard. Players did a great job trying to defend that, but Infinite just had a little bit better of a push. It's gonna be interesting to see how game 2 goes, seeing as we had a couple off the drop contests and it was not called contest as well. So I mean, really interesting to see how everybody does it this time, seeing if they keep the contest that they have called at Cascades, or if they go back to contesting I believe it was PMT contesting Vex over on Pylon. So and as we are in between lobbies and games here, I just wanted to tell everyone I do apologize very sincerely for the audio issues at the very beginning. It's a matter of a simple misclick on a button press and everything like that, so I do apologize. My Beacon Mix Create isn't very... It's wonderful. I love it. It's just if I have one button pressed, it will be colored a different color, and it can just be me not noticing it. That's all it. But I do appreciate everybody speaking up in chat. Thank you guys all for showing up today. Thank you all for checking us out. A huge shout out and huge thanks to EXO for making this possible and hosting us today. And in the wise words of Jack, I want to say how much clout EXO got in. They just the OGs. So huge shout out to EXO. I fucking pouring out for the homies type stuff, But either way, thank you so much, EXO. Thank you so much, Jack, and thank you so much to all the other owners in EXO for this today. Invictus Mondays are coming up for EXO as well, so make sure you check that out. Make sure you join the Discord today. !EXO in EXO in chat. Check us out. Check them out, and let us know what you think. A huge thanks as well to our partner and sponsor for today's tournament that's made all this possible for all the players. Community Gaming is a grassroots organization that gives tools and a lot of things to get orgs such as EXO and myself at SRC the necessary tools required to make these things happen. Okay, so if you guys are interested in doing your own and hosting your own or making anything that has to do with tournaments for any game, make sure you check out Community Gaming. It's !CG. And last but not least, it's SRC. SRC, we are a great organization. We're a family. We're tight-knit. Plenty of people in chat can vouch for us and everything in terms of family. Boz, I seen you in chat. It's because the dumb Americans in charge. I get it. It's cool. It's cool, guys. It's cool. The dumb American. You're right. I speak one language and it's bad. I don't really speak it too well. It's cool though. I speak English and bad English. Those are the two languages I speak. So if anybody is speaking a different language in chat, I do apologize. I will not be able to reply to you. I do only speak English, and I barely speak that. So if anybody else if anybody else in the chat does speak the language of anyone else in chat as well, make sure you guys reply to them. And anybody asking about Aurora last game, they were eliminated in the 18th place, so there's no spectating Aurora for that game. So I know that it is a crowd favorite, and I will do my best to watch crowd favorites, but not much I can really do. But I appreciate you guys. We are going to get started. We had to do a quick reset for our lobby 2, and we're going to go up and show the scores really quick. So as we go over the leaderboard, we have Infinite in first place. We We have Cybercat in second with 14. We have players in third with 12. Upper Mood coming in fourth with 10. Vexed in fifth with 9. 07 in sixth with 8. LVH in seventh with 7. Tied with Element 6. Nessie in ninth with 6. Lights Out tied with EXO at 10th with 5. 3 points for ANC Outplayed and FF at 12th. Aurora in 14th with 2, getting 2 KP there, but 18th position. Deathwish with 1, as well as Alliance, Mind, and High Score Opera at 15th. And 0 points for Aim Assist and PMT, as they were the 2 teams that did those quick cons, I do believe. Actually, it was High Score Opera and PMT. So, as we tune into the action, we will go over to PMT and see if they do Chow Vex over at Pylon again. It does appear that the Chow is coming out, so let's get in on that action. So for PMT, we do have MG Clutch on the horizon. We have Ribzilli on the Bangalore and Post Kill on the Conduit. Conduit being thrown into this season and the mix for the Legend compositions and seeing how they use it for Pro League and everything else for scrims. It's really interesting to see different combinations of Legends, but here we go. Post Kill with the Sentinel and the Nemesis. Good shots connecting for Post Kill. One knock coming out for PMT. Rising Q is coming out. Clutch getting knocked in the air. 2 getting knocked on PMT. The tides have definitely turned for this fight. And PMT eliminated in the 20th position. Sorry, 19th position. Vex winning the contest yet again. And Lights Out did win the contest over at Mill again against High Score Opera. Two teams that did extremely well yesterday. PMT qualifying just at the last second, but doing well in that last game and holding momentum coming into today. And High Score Opera being the team that essentially nobody really wanted to fight. They were a great fighting team yesterday. 2 teams with 0 points essentially right off the bat, which is detrimental to a 6-game series such as today. We'll see if they can turn around potentially on World's Edge or maybe for Game 3 on Storm Point. As we look around the map really quick, we do have Upper Moon still at Zoo Station with 3 napkins for their armor. We have E6 over here. How are they actually? We have E6 over here at the, oh, what in the hell? Alright, there's my brain. We have E6 over here at Launchpad, and they have a blue napkin. Players at Wall still with a blue. Alliance with a blue as well. Still a lightning rod. Does sound like shots are coming out from Yuki. In fact, not able to get the trident over there like he wanted. Pretty close. Deathwish popping shots here at Cedo Station. ANC Outplay down to a solo here as they're ratting. Does appear the rat play is working well for ANC Outplayed. It is clear that the catalyst here for ANC Outplayed is definitely on mouse and key, or they're on controller, and they have the most perfect controller in the world with no stick drift whatsoever, as they are virtually a ghost. And as Drax would say on, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy, he's so still he's invisible. So great rat play here by ANC Outplayed. Upper Moon still with a very bad disadvantage on armor with the 3 napkins, looking to poke some damage here at Cascade. Shot's not connecting with the 30-30. They do get a thirst on Legoplaster there. Upper Moon sitting a little bit better with a blue on their team now. Lufka with the blue. They're taking height right here on the outside. As we will tune into the crowd favorite over here, it seems Aurora. Aurora sitting with a blue, red, purple at Barometer. FF being the team that originally dropped Barometer quickly went over last game to challenge Aurora. Didn't end too well for FF, so. And FF still in it, I believe, and they are, so they have already rotated out of Barometer. Aurora is just sitting at Barometer. They're most likely going to be crafting and being here for a little bit, so we'll tune in some other action going on. EXO on top of Godrock here. Triple blue scenario. Appears to be 3 different teams that they are looking at currently, and the zone pool does pull perfectly on them, with the hard edge being right there on Godrock. This zone most of the time closing towards that bean area or right outside of Godrock in front of it. So we'll see how this zone does play out. There's only zone 2. Zone 3 knowledge coming up shortly. Cybercat's looking for a sneaky play coming up behind the Alliance here, so see how it goes. And huge shots coming out, 150 with a flat line. Great shots as the knock comes out against Alliance. Feck getting knocked. Catwalk coming out for his teammates though, so it's kind of sacrificial play. Cybercats might have to reevaluate and back up here. Alliance getting eliminated quite early in this one as well, so 17th position for Alliance. Unfortunate turn of events there. Amos is just trying to get a trying to move up into this house and turtle in there for a little bit for this next ring. Smoke's coming out as well as Catwall as Amos rolls up into this house, and they should be able to go into there for free. Horizontal is coming out though. Is the team going to pull up and challenge them? They are. He's looking to get busy on this, and then not coming out on the stairs. A lot of shots coming out. Good cracks, good damage. 2 knocks against the team below on the stairs. Do believe that is 202. Sorry, it is not 202. 202 is who did the knocking. Conduit ult coming out for the stairs, giving them plenty of time and plenty of space to work with. Shots coming out again. Bangalore re-peeking, and that is going to be it for Lights Out. Lights Out in the 16th place. Aurora, not quite sure what happened with EXO here at the top of God Rock, but Aurora demanding respect as they take the top of God Rock. Chad informed me just now that Aurora is playing with Hardeki. Not quite sure which one is Hardeki, but either way, that is very interesting, as Chad did say. Aurora kind of hunkering down and bunkering down this top of God Rock, so I doubt anybody is going to be doing anything up there. Team 2 getting eliminated in the process. E6 going down, and that is Cybercats doing the elimination. Vex fighting over here at the top corner of Jurassic, holding out who I believe is Nessie. Shots with the 30-30 connecting. Trying to hunker down in the corner. They have a minute to rotate. It's not looking good for Nessie. Not coming out from Kind. Not much you can do if you're Nessie in this situation. And try to lay down the shots and try to survive as much as you can. 2 knocks coming out. It is a 3v1 scenario, and Nessie eliminated in the 14th position. And I am informed that on Aurora, Overstat, in terms of nickname, Geeky is Hardeki. So Geeky Hardeki being with Aurora today on the Conduit. Thank you, Chad, for informing me on that. That is good knowledge to have. So we check back in on Aurora. They're still at the top of this God Rock here. They purple, red, and we do have a fight breaking out. Seems like Supersonic with the Bloodhound scan coming out. Autumn and Supersonic sitting up on this. Geeky playing back, anchoring the top of the God Rock there, so they have prime positioning. Seems the zone might be pulling a little bit off of the God Rock there, but still very playable. Multiple teams here at middle fighting. Shots coming out from Aurora. This team, LVH, trying to rotate down the hill from the mill. Trying to get a re-peek on Aurora at the top of it. Hardeki with the Wingman. Wingman being the gun that can turn the tide of any fight. Does not matter if it's a 1v3 scenario. There are 2 teams in this corner. Good nade coming out from Vaps here. Great shots with the 30-30, connecting with every single one of them. Not coming out. Supersonic. Aurora fighting it as well. Hardeki still hard anchoring that God Rock position. He is extremely separated from this team, but shots coming out as Aurora does clean up this fight a little bit. Aurora is spread out all over this final zone in 3 different positions. All types of angles for Aurora there as they're sitting in great positioning. Hopefully they don't get singled out. We do have 2-12 here. Mind at the top side of Sito. They're just trying to survive in this little building, and it's not looking too good for them as they get triple swung. Mind out in 11th position. 07 eliminated in 5th position now. Upper Moon being able to fend off another team as they get pushed by yet another team. I do believe We have LVH at the bottom side of this rock, looking up at what I believe is Aurora. LVH, that team that caused that third-party fight that Aurora did come down and clean up on. LVH not getting any credit for any of those kills in the process. Evac tower coming out. I believe this is just a distraction tactic. Hardeki with the wingman connecting. Shots, big shots, cracking, knocking Danny. Hardeki on the wingman doing his work right there underneath. LVH on the head peak. Hardeki with the wingman connecting with 3 different shots. Condo ult from the opposing team. LVH on the other side of this rock. Not going to be enough to hold out Aurora. Connecting with 1 wingman shot. Connecting with more wingman shots. Good shots coming out from Hardeki and Aurora. Hardeki at the bottom up here. Taking a bat. Looking to swing around and re-peak with Supersonic and Autumn. Condo keep going out. Looking to wrap this fight up. Shots coming out. Hardeki not being able to connect with all of them, but LVH is out in the 5th position. Supersonic is the kill leader with 4 kills. So we get final zone knowledge as these last 4 squads try to squeeze in to this last zone. 23 shots left on the wingman. Supersonic pinging out what they believe is a potential rat, and it is. Getting another KP aim assist out in 4th position. Supersonic getting knocked in the process. 7 seconds till zone close. Autumn playing the top of this rock to the right of zone, trying to hold space for his teammates. Smell coming out. Not a very good position now for Aurora as they try to squeeze into this zone, getting essentially gate kept by the other team on the other side of that rock. Supersonic Bloodhound ult comes out. Good shots connecting from Supersonic. R9 is connecting in different areas. Supersonic doing a lot of damage here. 1 knock from Geeky. Bat coming off for Supersonic as they are getting swung the left side, it sounds like. Cybercat's down to a solo. Good shot from Auto again. Hardeki down to just flesh. Supersonic down to just flesh. That conduit Q coming out, which is absolutely huge. Top 3 scenario. It is a 2v1v1. Hardeki trying to get the bat off. Trying to get the mech cut off. Does appear that the other team did get a res off as well, so it is a 2v2v1. Good shots from Hardeki as he cracks the Bloodhound on the opposing team. Re-knocking the Bangalore over there. Supersonic trying to go up and finish these kills. Can't quite connect, can't quite find them. Supersonic trying their best to play up on it. Friendly Bangalore ult does stun him just a little bit. Aurora is up to a 3-man now as they take complete advantage in this final zone. Great shots. FF eliminated in 3rd place. And it seems like Aurora is going to take the dub. Aurora taking the dub in game number 2. Great positioning by Aurora, pushing in and just being able to overcome the fact that that 3 stack was holding them out and trying to hold them from pushing into the final zone there, and just overcoming the fact that they had one knock really early on and knocking two of the opposing team, being able to regroup, and overcome everything and pull out the dub there.
Opening season, no time for an FNG.
And in between games, we like to go over the leaderboard, so we will check on over there as soon as it is available for everyone, which should just be in just one moment. And as game 2 does come to a close, we do have Cybercats in first place by just a couple of points. It is a very tight, close race up there at the very top. Gotcha. Yeah, going over it now. We have Cybercats in first place with 31. We have Aurora in second with 28. Infinite in third with 24. Upper Moon in fourth with 19. Vex in fifth with 17. FF in sixth with 16. Players in seventh with 12. Aim Assist in eighth with 11. Tied with 07 and LVH. E6 tied with Nessie and Lights Out at 11th. Deathwish at 14th with 6, as well as XO. ANC Outplayed at 16th with 4. Mind with 2. Alliance with 1. High Score Opera with 1. And PMT with 0. Couple surprises on the day. I definitely did not see Alliance having only 1 point on the day, but I do digress. They have been contested just a couple of times now, so let's see what they can do to turn everything around. We said it was in admin chat, Sparky. Okay, gotcha. And one more thing we can take a look at really quick is we can come over here for a chat. If we want to have a poll as potentially what the best weapons are in the game in terms of damage and kills, we do have the stats over here on the left hand side. I'm not gonna quite switch it over yet, but if you guys were to take your best guess in chat on what gun has the most damage currently and what weapon has the most kills, feel free to do so. All right, as we get ready for the action in game number 3 here on Storm Point, we'll wrap up our Storm Point session for the day. We do have the contest going on with PMT, so let's see if it goes on for yet a third time. PMT not lucking out too much as they want the smoke. They are ready for it. They're going over and contesting Vex a third time in a row. So let's see if they can get this going. Good shots coming out from Post Kill with the Havoc. MG clutch. Milk contest is already finished, and Lights Out is getting eliminated for the first time by High Score Opera. So High Score Opera getting the opportunity to perform in this game number 3 at Storm Point. So interesting turn of events for that contest going on. PMT still contested, still going on over here at Pylon. Clutch with a purple shield, so definitely an advantage. Shots not connecting with the Eva 8. Getting 2 knocks. Vex already at an advantage. Clutch being the last one up with that purple armor. Are they opting to rotate out and try to get out? A little bit of a stalemate here. Vex most likely full 3-man up and healthy. Not a good situation for PMT. They can get away and potentially craft the banners, so it's not over for PMT just yet. As we go around and check the other teams for action as PMT is opting to rotate out. Upper Moon and Zoo Station still all by themselves with not too good of an armor situation here, or econ situation, as they are with a napkin, blue napkin. We have Deathwish rotating up to the mountain lift here. Possibly running into another team. They ascend the lift. Shots coming out. Adjacent to their right by spiders. Deathwish getting the height here. Top of the lift. Opting to just rotate in and go into control. Control is occupied by Nessie and companies. Shots coming out. Genos absolutely one shot. Genos getting knocked. Unfortunate for Deathwish there. Danny. Shots reflecting. Giving cover fire. Hopefully being able to get safe with this team, but he's not. There's another team is playing over here, right by Stormcatcher. Deathwish finding themselves in a horrible predicament. They found themselves in between what seems to be 3 different teams, or 2 teams with great positioning in 3 different areas. Deathwish rotating down the hill, trying to survive. Shades absolutely one shot. Danny almost getting correct in the process. One player on the ankles. Good nade coming out. Danny getting knocked in the process. Deathwish up to solo. Shades doing their best to get away. Exo on the top side of the Exo on the top side of the wall here. Right by the nut. Apologies, chat. Throat was getting a little dry. Got some water. We have Upper Moon fighting. Blast going down to the nade. Shots coming out with R9, not trading. Grandmaster getting knocked by Lufka there. Back getting puck. Bloodhound scan coming out from the opposing team. Upper Moon attempting the res here. Good shots coming out with the R9. Bloodhound on the opposing team down to 1. Great shots from Lufka. As both opposing members are absolutely one. Light in the middle, resing, swapping out with Lufka. Trying to heal all around. Light getting weak, getting knocked in the process. Blast. Upper Moon somehow at a disadvantage now. And the turns have tabled in this fight, and Upper Moon is out in 19th. Players turning that completely around. We have an aim assist fighting here at checkpoint. So I believe it's Opera. PMT eliminated. Miscom on the Bangalore, opting to regroup with his team. Zing being absolutely one. Paul getting cracked in the process. Aim assist most likely going to opt to rotate down this hill and out of checkpoint. E6. Rotating into zone, going around this far side of Stormcatcher. Rotating into town where DZ did win the one ALGS championship a couple years back in North Carolina. Great shots coming out with the flatline. Some shots just not quite connecting now. Smoke coming out from Sweeney. E6 able to fend off the team, rotating up the hill. 07. Nasky being knocked, Zap being knocked as well. Down to a solo. I believe it is a 1v1 scenario now. And 07 do win that fight, and ANC outplayed is eliminated in 17th place. 07 being able to kind of turn the tables there as well in a fight. Nessie Graceful being knocked on the Bloodhound here at Command Center. Graceful getting thirsted in the bottom side there. I believe this is Team Mind with the Crypto and Wraith combination there. Huge shots coming out and the knock coming against Mind. Bangalore on Team Nessie moving up. His Mind is essentially going to get the free res there. Not quite sure what's going on with that. Nessie might opt to rotate out of this fight and potentially res their teammate Graceful. Nessie getting themselves in a 2v2 situation, not able to capitalize on it. Very unfortunate for Team Nessie there. LVH rotating. LVH rotating through the spider cave. And if anybody watched the last ALGS championship, you remember watching TSM rotate the same exact way LVH is when Dojo dropped down on them right here. So we are having a little bit of a flashback moment for the zone at least. See if the opposing team does pull an enemy and completely accidentally overextend and throw. Catwalls coming out from each team. Great shots from Hanzo. Horizon ult coming out. Shots connecting. Hanzo cracked. All three cracked for LVH. LVH not in a very good situation. The opposing team does have the high ground. Aurora eliminated in 15th place. Sorry, chat. Not watching Aurora this game. Shots coming out, connecting. A lot of damage coming from Lippin there. Lippin getting cracked in the process. Vaps trying to do their best. One knock, two knocks against LVH. LVH eliminated in 13th place. E6, Case Winning Company. FF eliminated in 12th. Playing the bottom side of Lightning Rod here, or you all played whenever it was, I believe it was, it wasn't, what was the old POI for this called? I forgot what it was called. Thunder Watch, thank you. So, E6 playing here at Thunder Watch, bottom side of Lightning Rod. We had 2 fall off the roof there, possibly a solo. Whole team rotating up to roof. Swinny almost getting correct in the process. Just trying to occupy this bottom side. Where there are 3 teams here occupying and fighting all each other. Vex getting knocked. 2 knocked on. Vex now unlucky, trying to come on this underside. Unlucky being the only one available and the only one alive as Mentafe and Kind get knocked in the process and finished. Alliance being a team on the roof there, and Alliance was a team I was just talking about before the game started, being one of those shockers that they were not performing a little bit better, so they're looking to bounce back in this game number 3 here on Storm Point. Great shots coming out from Effect. Hockey's Yuki and Effect. What can they do with this height that they have? Shots coming out with a 30-30. Deathwish being the team down here that both teams are looking at from height there. Deathwish down to a duo now. 1 knock. Shots coming out. Genos and Danny both weak. And Deathwish out in 9th position. Mind with an uphill battle here. Not quite sure how they're going to rotate into zone. Kraber is in play. Exo holding position here in, I believe, Spider Cave. Great shots coming out from Fricks with a 30-30. Shots are all connecting. 53 Flesh. Exo kind of stalemating this fight just a little bit, trying to hold off for his zone closure here. We're going to have several teams above Exo. 8 teams coming into this zone for closure. .30 connecting again for Exo. We have a Wraith portal play coming from Mind, rotating up, trying to get this underside, this left side of Thunderwatch. Wraith portal coming out. Both teammates in the Wraith portal. Shots coming out. 2 teammates correct. Not a very good situation for Mind as Dolgan does get knocked. Wingman coming out. Not yet quite able to connect, and Mind is eliminated in the 8th position. Alliance definitely cleaning up and doing work on top of this Thunderwatch building. Nessie able to move up the hill against Exo here. Great shots, great cracks coming out. Conwood ult from the opposing team Exo doing a lot of work against Nessie though. Fragile does come out. Great shots with the R9. JMW connecting with over 100 damage on that R9 spray. Vex eliminated in 7th position. Great shots coming out again. Able to crack and finish. EXO eliminated in the 6th position. Nessie trying to get a res off. Getting that Q off for graceful, but it's not going to be enough as they just get rolled up on. Nessie eliminated in 5th position. E6 being the team that eliminated them. We are approaching the final zone closure as we have 4 teams left. Alliance Hockey's going down. Two knocked for Alliance. Alliance up to the solo Yuki. Spray spray coming out, but it's not going to be enough. Alliance eliminated in the 4th position. We do have players on height. Infinite with 1 knock here in the house. Sitting in a great area for this final zone closure. They could play roof here, but they do have players on height. They're going to be able to stay there just for another moment. E6 with the ping, knowing that players are up there. Players looking down on E6. A good position for E6 as that zone is on their ankles. Players looking to capitalize on this zone. And the zone does close right by them, so players are going to be in the absolute god spot. They are not going to have to move for a very long time. Actually, where does it close? Looks like it's... Okay, there we go. We have a definite zone closure just on the outside of where the players are playing, right off the edge of this cliff. They do not have to move for a very long time, and I'm guessing these last 2 teams on the bottom side are going to just get pushed into each other. Players are going to time it perfectly, come down, and third party for the win. Or players play for more KP and try to third it a little bit earlier and throw. One of those 2 things are going to happen. So sit around for another 14 seconds and zone's going to close and we'll know.
Places any to look for supplies. That spot's calling to us. I didn't think them.
We're going to go to free cam here as we look at the action going on around. E6, Infinite, just around the corner of each other. Shots coming out from each side. Watson fence is up for Infinite there on the very end of the zone closure. Shots trading each side again. Players on top just raining down shots. We'll see when players do decide to drop. We will see them drop right here. E6 on top right there doing the damage. Shots coming down from players on the team below with the catwall. Infinite opting to play the very bottom side of this zone closure. E6 still on top right there. Players on the very top. Players going to be forced to drop off most likely here right in between and in the Hornet's Nest. Not going to be a good situation for them. E6 playing into that catwall on the right side. Here comes players dropping down. E6 shots on the left side of that wall. Second wall coming in. Each team eliminated, players eliminated, falling down. E6 in an advantage. 1v1 scenario. E6 is your champion. A lot of work done there by E6 and with the final zone closure. Big brain move playing the left side of that wall, letting players essentially be the victims of their own demise as they played right into Infinite's hands as well as E6's. Players waited as long as they possibly could there, but it just pulling right off of that cliffside at the last second. So all that 86 had to do in company was just wait for them to have to drop. Great game, as we will get a check on the leaderboard here in a moment. And if we got a poll going in for the weapons, hold on, let me make sure. One second. Alrighty, as we tune in over here for our leaderboard update on the day. Get a refresh on this so I can get it accurate to you guys. There we go. As we tune in over here for the leaderboard update, we have Infinite in first place with 38. We have Cybercats in second with 36. Aurora in third with 33. E6 in fourth with 28. Players in fifth with 22, tied with Vexed. Upper Moon in seventh with 19. 07 in eighth with 18. FF in ninth with 17. Nessie in 10th with 16. LVH in 11th with 13. Alliance tied with Aim Assist and EXO at 12th with 12. Deathwish 15th with 11. Mine in 16th with 10. Lights Out in 17th with 8. ANC Outplayed in 18th with 6. High Score Opera in 19th with 4. And PMC, the team that decided to triple con Vexed and lost 3 times, sadly, finishing in 19th on average with 0 points on the day. And before we drop into this next game, I just want to thank our sponsors today, Community Gaming, for making this possible. Community Gaming is a great organization and provided great grassroots tools for orgs such as Source Gaming, such as EXO, and other orgs that are very similar. So huge shout out to them for making today's event possible. I am your host today, Grimathy. If you guys wanted to see me or more of my stuff, !Grim in chat, and you can get my link. And if you guys are interested in finding more about SRC, !SRC. And a huge shout out to EXO for making this all organized and possible as well. EXO is gonna have Invictus Mondays coming up, so if you guys want to check that out, !EXO in the chat as well. Invictus Mondays, a huge opportunity and huge things coming from them. Big shout out to Jack and all the other owners. Thank you guys for trusting me and letting me do this and this opportunity. Appreciate it. And big shout out to Davey, SRC's owner, for again trusting me with this. I am SRC's content director. I have a great and wonderful family around me, and I can't wait to do this more in the future. But I look forward to bringing the rest of these games to you guys. That is the halfway mark for us today. We don't have an intermission, we don't have a brief little break or anything like that, but we do have a lot more action coming for you guys. So either way, I look forward to bringing as much as I can towards you guys and for you guys. But if you guys want to know more about community gaming, exclamation mark CG in chat. If you guys want to know more about XO, exclamation mark XO in chat. And if you want to know more about SRC, exclamation mark SRC in chat. And if you want to see my face a little bit more, you know, this American face, the, you know, uno lingo guy, the guy that cannot speak English barely. So, exclamation mark Grim. Cool. Let's see. Before we get into action over here, we're gonna go to the other PC and see what we can look at here. So, there we go. We're gonna go over the stream PC and see the last 30 seconds of the last match's fight really quick. You cannot hear the Discord chat currently, but comms are coming out like I had last game and everything, but you can see as E6 was at a complete advantage there in a 2v1 scenario, actually. E6 pulling out that dub. Absolutely huge. Amazing gameplay. So we move over to World's Edge. Not quite sure what contests are going on here, as we will find one contest going on. Nessie contesting here at Stacks. One knock coming out against Nessie. Graceful getting knocked immediately. Trading knocks. 2 knocks, 3 knocks. Players eliminated in 20th position. Nessie winning that con very decisively. We do have a very slow contest going on here at Siphon. I do believe this is PMT challenging Vexed yet again. Not quite sure what is going on there.
Target over there. Well, we have an enemy out there.
MG clutch on the charge rifle. Does appear that Vexed or another team has rotated to the other side of Lava Siphon. I believe that is still Vexed. All right. Apologies, I was getting a little bit of water, chat. Shots coming out with the charge rifle from BMT. This contest taking way longer than it should. The contest still being on Vex. Vex with the armor advantage. Taffy on the fuse. Most likely doing fuse-like things here shortly. We do have FF fighting here at the in between Climatizer and that bridge area. So we're trying to rotate in, and it does appear they got held out by high score operas, so it's gonna be a hard rotate in while they're getting held out by opera there at Climatizer, but they can play this backside and potentially go back up the bridge. So let's see what FF does here. Bango coming out from Futa. Bryn getting cracked. Condo tactical coming out from far. Futa getting some cracks on the bang. The bang ult there. Not going to be enough. They are getting third party by another team. Futa being absolute one shot. Far knocked. Far getting thirsted there. Futa and Brand most likely going to turtle down here in this donut in between Climatizer. Team 2007. Zap. He is cracked. He is knocked as well. Getting knocked by Aurora. Aurora is in pursuit. We have a Kraber in play. Hardeki with the Kraber. Let's see what he can do. We'll stay right here while the Kraber shoots. See if we can get some shots going. E6 eliminating aim assist there. Aim assist out in 19th position. Round 1 almost done closing.
Supply bin here. If you need something. Extended light mag here. Level 2.
We have Cybercats rotating in. Wraith portal coming in for them. Teammates most likely taking the portal here. I do believe FF is in the adjacent donut. As Cybercats does kind of mellow out here, just taking shots at FF. In between a rock and a hard place. Deathwish is in that hard place. Shades being absolutely one. In Climatizer already in this bottom side. This bottom side being a very difficult area to play. Especially this open side here with 2 windows and the door. 2, 3, 4 windows. I do apologize. I can count sometimes. 4 windows and the door there. So Deathwish not in the best position by any means. Gino's getting cracked. Absolutely one. Conduit Q coming out. Trying to keep his team healthy. Possibly swinging out and swinging the team that is playing in this cutout. Danny getting knocked by the 30-30 afar. Gino's getting knocked as well in that room. Thirst coming out. Most likely a thirst coming out for Genos. Shades forced to rat for Deathwish. Hardeki on the Kraber, getting a knock against Slab on E6. Shots coming out. Conduit ult coming out as well. Hardeki able to get away from the Bangalore barrage. Nades coming out. Sonic getting shot from afar. Swinny getting knocked as well. Sonic trying to stay healthy. Hardeki trying to get a different angle. Shot coming out with the Kraber, and it's a miss. Just missing the other shot on the Kraber. Hardeki doing what he can to survive. getting knocked. Not quite good situation for Aurora, as Autumn is the last one alive. Autumn trying to survive here in the corner. Bloodhound ult is behind them. Shots coming out, cracked. Flesh now for Autumn, and Aurora is out in the 16th position. Deathwish eliminated at the same exact time in the 15th position. And just to remind chat, it is not Source Gaming in chat that is doing all the talking and casting and everything. That is me. My name is Grimothy. I am the one that is casting and doing all this. Source is that is our owner, Davey. So anything that you guys need, feel free to direct it towards me. I do apologize. If you guys would like to see anything more, I'll do my best to accommodate accordingly. Don't bring up the map because it's a little difficult too, but I will bring up the map momentarily. Now Yuki with the Kraber, shots coming out, missing the shot there. Still knocking. And Mind eliminated in the 14th place. Yuki with the Kraber and R9 in hand. Bloodhound scan comes out as we check on this next zone. As we look in, we do have Vex that is outside of zone still. They have a minute and some change to get into zone, as zone 2 is taking pretty hard. We have Graceful and Team Nessie here at the bottom side and top side of Fragment, looking to rotate into Epicenter. Teams on this outside are going to have to rotate in. It's going to be a little bit difficult of a rotate, but they will make it happen. Alliance in prime position, as well as EXO sitting here at the top of this pool. We will try to get next zone knowledge really quick. Cannot seem to get the next zone to pull up for some reason. Okay.
Optics here. Close range.
Not quite sure what's going on with that. Oh well, we will get out of that. My apologies. Let's try to get the next zone for you guys, but the zone is not quite working for us right now. So Upper Moon sitting here at the building just the top of Climatizer in between Epicenter. Shots are gonna start coming out against this Horizon that is sitting atop. One connecting. Upper Moon in a great position, but Alliance, I do believe, is in a much better position. Alliance fighting at Survey Camp. Hockey's with the Havoc turbocharged, Golden Havoc actually. Low on energy though. Yuki, very weak. Yuki taking a bat, trying to get into a better position on the other side of these mountains on the outside of Survey, rotating onto train tracks. We look at the teams rotating in. EXO in a very good position here for the final zone close. They do have one knock against them though. Frex is thirsted and eliminated. Several teams fighting over here. FF Futa getting knocked. Far getting knocked as well. They were able to res, but it is not going to be enough as FF is eliminated in 11th position. 10 teams left. Round 4 closing. Cybercats sitting well. Very good position here outside of Climatizer. Infinite in the top side of Climatizer here that is in zone, trying to hold out any team that is pushing up or down into them. Zap completely eliminated for 07 here. Nags getting knocked in the process. Nasky being the last one up. Shots all coming out, but it's not going to be enough. And 07 is eliminated. Lights Out getting eliminated as well. ANC outplayed. Shex being the last one alive for ANC outplayed. Trying to do their best to rat their way to victory here. Switching over to Alliance, 2 knocked on Alliance. Alliance in a very bad position. Hockey's the last one alive. Alliance getting eliminated. LVH eliminated as well. Alliance going out in the 7th position. LVH in 8th. Upper Moon coming along and doing a little bit of work to Alliance's teams there. We have the final zone closure here on the screen. Upper Moon trying to take command of this rock as people in teams do try to rotate in. We have 5 other teams other than Upper Moon. No one in zone currently. Shots coming out from Light, not able to connect. Finally able to get the shots being connected with the Hemlock there. Light knocking Graceful. Light getting the med kit off, but getting stunned by the Bangalore ult. Lufka getting cracked. Knock coming out from Light. Shots not able to connect. Finally getting him to connect. Nexi eliminated in 6th place. Great job by Upper Moon wrapping things up there against Nessie. ANC outplayed, eliminated. Shex being the last one alive there, trying to rat their way to the top 5, and they did so, getting a little bit of extra points. Upper Moon in a great position here. Most likely going to just have to hold out teams rotating in. Team to the left, team to the right. I do believe that is EXO. The duo from EXO. Seeing if they can do some work. Fence is coming out from Hong Kong. Upper Moon just raining shots towards EXO here. EXO being a duo, doing a great job staying alive and still being aggressive simultaneously. Playing behind the little rock there. Watson Jin not quite able to get shot out by other teams. Davis with the Nemesis and 30-30. Very aggressive combination, and I like it. Shots coming out, but he's not able to connect with any of them. Hong Kong playing top side of the trains. And will this be it for EXO? And it is. Upper Moon is your game number 4 champions.
The enemy's here.
Upper Moon taking command of positioning in terms of the final zone, closing there, doing a great job closing it out and finishing off the rest of the teams that were pushing in and trying to get proper positioning. Good job by Upper Moon. Those points will be great for Upper Moon, as Upper Moon was in 7th place before that game, as well as other teams looking on the outside in. Aurora with an early exit that game, very unfortunate for them. We'll have a leaderboard update to you guys in just a moment. Leaderboard is updated, so we will go over there and check that out in a moment. Let's go over there. We have Cybercats actually in first with 48, 21 total kills. Infinite in second with 46. Upper Moon in third after that victory with 41, 24 total kills. Aurora in fourth with 36. E6 in fifth with 31. Alliance and Nessie tied at 26 for sixth place. 25 points for EXO after that second place finish. Vex in ninth with 23. Players in 10th with 22, tied with 07. FF in 12th with 18. LVH in 13th with 16. ANC outplayed 14th with 14. Mind in 15th with 13. Aim Assist and Death Wish in 16th with 12. Lights Out in 18th with 11. High Score Opera in 19th with 5. And PMT 1 point, 20th place. We are starting the next lobby, so let's get in over there and see what action we have. But before I start, I want to thank EXO and everyone that made this possible. Thank you, Community Gaming, for sponsoring today's event. If you guys haven't seen Community Gaming, you will hear me say it over and over again. They're a great community. It's a great organization, and they offer grassroots tools such as EXO, for EXO and SRC and organizations alike to be able to host tournaments like this and such. So thank you to Community Gaming. Exclamation mark CG in chat, exclamation mark EXO in chat as well if you want to check out EXO Clan here in their Discord and check out their Invictus Mondays that they do have coming up. So make sure you guys check all of them out, and as well as SRC, make sure you check us out here in SRC Source Gaming. So exclamation mark SRC. And if you want to see me and you know, the voice behind the action here, exclamation mark Grim in chat. Feel free to follow me, feel free not to, feel free to never, you know, see my name again. It is perfectly fine. I speak one language. It's understandable. I barely speak it. So as we get in on the action, we do have a contest going on, I believe, at Stacks again. Nessie versus players here on the contest. One crack coming out. How does this contest play out this time? Let's see.
Let's go this way.
A little bit of a stalemate here between players and Nessie, but Nessie doing what they can to... Okay, there we go. Not sure what's going on there. Players losing the contest against Nessie last time. Grandmaster getting cracked. Shots coming out. So Sister almost getting cracked in the process as well. Spread out and very slow here in this contest. This is game 5 of the evening, so we have one more after this, so nobody wants to give an inch, seeing as the leaderboard is so tight. Vertinate's coming out. Grandmaster not being able to connect on one, not able to connect on the other. R-Star coming out. Playing the window peek there. 2 swing in the door. 1 cracked. Grandmaster going down in the process. In a 2v3, 2v2 scenario now. 2v1 now. Players turning the tide a little bit. 1v1 scenario now. So Sister trying to get the shield swap off. Able to get it off. Potentially trying to get a res off. Still a 1v1 situation. 100 damage from the Havoc there. Able to get the res off. It is now a 2v1 scenario. Almost killing the Bangalore. And Nessie eliminated. Contest finally wrapping up there as So Sister does kill all 3 members of Nessie. High score Opera in a fight. And High score Opera winning that fight decisively. It does look like one potentially did DC in the middle of that. Shots going down from 7. Horizon ult coming out, top of it. Shots not connecting with the Hemlock, but it is definitely connecting for Hardeki and Aurora Gaming thirding this. Autumn getting thirsted in the process, though. It is a 2v2. Pathfinder trying to play up on the backside of Hardeki here. Hardeki not falling for it, cracking in the process. Almost cracking the other. Hardeki doing so much damage in the process. Supersonic just not there yet. Supersonic. Shots coming out. Trying to clutch this situation for his team, Aurora, so they can stay in contention for this prize today. Shellswap going out. Supersonic in a 2v1 scenario. Res coming out for the opposing team. EXO eliminated in the 18th place. Still a 2v1 situation. Good shots coming out from Supersonic. Not able to connect, and Aurora eliminated in the 16th position. PMT eliminated almost simultaneously. High score Opera able to fend off Aurora there. As we go around the map and look at the situation and armor situation from all the other teams, we have Upper Moon with 3 purples rotating into launch site there. E6 with a decent armor situation rotating out of Fissure, going towards Mirage Voyage with a purple. Vex most likely winning that contest against PMT, and that's why they were eliminated earlier. Shots on FF now here at Lava Siphon as they rotate into the command center for Lava Siphon. Ping's coming out from Tafe. That is still FFFF on a very good head glitch there. Catalyst ult coming out from Kind. Good shots coming out from Kind. Kind almost knocking. Good shots with the Nemesis as well. Bangalore very weak. Kind very weak now. Unlucky. Knocking Fuda in the process. Far knocked as well from Unlucky. Kind doing all the damage, and Lucky just coming along and getting those knocks for Vex Gaming. Thirst coming out from Vex. Alliance holding the top of Thermal here, just looking around, seeing what is going on with everyone else rotating in. I'm guessing Alliance does have a little bit of zone knowledge. Infinite rotating into tree side here on train tracks between Harvester and tree, spread out just a little bit. Most likely going to run into a team over there in tree. They do have next zone knowledge, so we will see where this pool is coming, since my zone isn't working still. We do have several teams playing in chokes here. Deathwish approaching Thermal. Alliance with the top of Thermal held very tightly, so it's going to be really hard to rotate out of here if you're Deathwish, unless you have a evac tower, or you can get to the balloon there just outside where they're at currently. Vex now in a situation trying to rotate back to where they were looking earlier, over here by tree. In a tough situation, taking this zone 2 damage. Top 15, zone 3. That they opting to craft there before they rotate in. 1 minute till zone 3 closes. Vex opting to take the evac tower here, so let's see how it unfolds when they land. Getting shot from afar. Kind of taking about 50 damage there. And then jump on top of the house here at tree.
See an opponent over there.
Infinite fighting in tunnel here. A getting knocked. The Catalyst is getting knocked as well. Bangalore absolute one shot. And Infinite eliminated in 14th place. LVH doing the eliminating there, I believe. Shots coming out from LVH. Good shots coming out with the R9. Lights out eliminated in 13th. Shots coming out from Alliance trying to get a knock going over there by Effect. Top side of Thermal. The scan comes out. Effect getting knocked though. There's at least two on the other side of Effect here, on the other side of the lift. Res coming out for Effect. Getting pushed up on Conduit. Yuki doing a lot of damage. Effect getting knocked in the process though. And E6 eliminated in the 12th place by Alliance. Great fight there coming out. Alliance should be getting the reses off there and rotating in the zone. We have high score Opera fighting just outside of the truck here in tree. Catalyst knocked. Trying to get into a resable area. Not quite able to connect with the punches there to push him into zone or into a resable cover. A lot of shots coming out there. 10 seconds till zone close. Res not able to happen. Two cracks coming out from 7 there. And a quick shield swap. Mox knocking 2 in the process. A lot of damage coming out. Not quite able to get the reses off for his teammates. But able to kill the players eliminated in 10th place. Mox doing a lot of damage and a lot of work there for Opera to stay in contention. Great job there. I do believe Opera does have at least 9 kills in this game. Mox having 5 of them. Mox, one shot, not gonna work out. High score Opera eliminated in the 9th place. Effects rotating in here. FF in a fight. Fuda very weak. '07 eliminated in the 8th place. Bryn down to an absolute sneeze of health. Fuda weak as well once his cat Q does wear out. Fuda needing to heal. Not quite sure if they do have any. Seems that FF is very low on econ here. 2 players absolutely one shot. Very unfortunate. Zone 5 closing here. FF going to have to rotate in very tightly here to the left side. Not taking any damage from the team on the right, but it's not likely going to happen. Odds are against FF right now. Smoke's coming out from Fuda. Rotating up. They opt to take this fight. Fuda able to get a shield swap off. Still absolute one shot for his health. Medkit coming out. Phoenix Kit coming out from Bryn. FF potentially with a comeback story here. Getting in prime positioning for the zone as well. Low econ on ammo for Fuda and the company. Very low ammo. Top 5 scenario. Final zone closing. Alliance still alive. LVH, one knock against LVH here. The res coming off. Alliance in a fight here. Yuki getting cracked. Yuki one shot. Yuki getting knocked by the conduit ult coming out. Hockey's also getting knocked by the Bangalore. FF getting eliminated. Alliance getting eliminated as well. Looks like the victor is going to be decided right here as Upper Moon is coming in trying to get another dub on the day. They are eliminated though. Third place. LVH looking to capitalize on the third party. LVH most likely running away with this game, and they do. LVH is your champion. Now, LVH before that game was in 13th place with 16 points, so that was absolutely needed and is going to shake up the top of the leaderboard for sure. Not sure how many kills they got in the process of that. Alliance was one of the top 5 teams as well in there, as well as Upper Moon finishing in 3rd, I believe. So the top of the leaderboard definitely should be getting shaken up just a little bit. Aurora got eliminated very early on, so it's going to be interesting to see how the leaderboard does change here in a moment. Reloading. There we go. All right, and we will get a leaderboard update right now. Upper Moon is still in first right now with 54 total points, 3 points ahead of Cybercats in second at 51. Infinite just 2 points behind that at 49 in third place. Alliance 43 in fourth place. Aurora 5th place with 37. LVH all the way from 13th place to 6th place with 36. Vexed in 7th with 34. Element 6 in 8th with 32. Players 28 in 9th. Nessie in 10th with 27. FF tied still with ANC Outplayed at 26 for 11th. EXO in 13th with 25, 07 in 14th with 24, High Score Opera in 15th with 17, Mind in 16th with 15, Deathwish in 17th with 13, Aim Assist tied with Lights Out at 18th, and PMT still just 1 point in 20th. So, last game of the evening. This is going to wrap up the tournament for EXO and our sponsor today, Community Gaming. Make sure you guys check out EXO. Make sure you check out Community Gaming, !CG and !XO EXO in chat, as well as myself and my org, !SRC or !Grim. So this is going to wrap up today's tournament. We have a very close match here for the top 5, even beyond that. So one game can change the outcome of this completely. 3 points separate first from second, 2 points separate second from third, and just a handful of points separate third from fourth. One game away, you can win very easily here, as we are going to have a restart here. So going into the last game, we had a DC, so let's get it going. We'll have the restart and start fresh. That being said, we will get the poll results for you guys for the most damage on the evening before this game starts. Sparky, do you have an updated image on that anyway? Damage, just damage. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, so yeah. As we look over here really quick, we can see the weapon with the most damage is the R9, also having the most kills, 48,910 damage. Only 33 kills on the day with a 30-30, but it has dealt out 40,000 damage. So if you're going damage to kill ratio, the 30-30 is doing great. But if you're going, bang for your buck and getting, most kills with the least amount of damage, you got the R9. Hemlock very closely behind for damage in everything with 26,000, 39 kills on the day. The ring has been not necessarily minutes on the day, but 17,000 damage from the ring is pretty dang crazy. Nobody's died to the ring, thankfully, today, so that's good. The car wrapping that up with 13,000, and then Nemesis, Flatline, and Wingman. So that is the results on the day. Now, I do apologize about the delay. We are going to have to restart the lobby. It is the last game of the evening, so we will reset with a new code. Send me that code whenever you get a chance to, Sparky. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Alrighty. You can drag me. Yep, thank you. All right, and before we get started in the action, I just wanted to say thank you for all the patience everybody's had today. I know the game audio has been a little bit low, but I'm not trying to have the game audio drown out any of the casting going on. Either way, appreciate everybody's patience and the clear communication given from anybody and everybody in EXO. So we are going to get started on the last game very shortly. We are waiting on a couple people. But I hope you guys have had fun. Hope you guys are excited and ready to see how the rest of this turns out. But either way, I've had a blast, and I really want to thank SRC, EXO, and Community Gaming for making this happen and giving me the opportunity to cast and give you guys this this experience. So I look forward to doing it more in the future, and I cannot wait to bring you guys a better show next time. So I'm doing the best I can with everything I have. I have all the tools needed. It's just a matter of getting it all to click. You know what I mean? So if you do not speak English, I do apologize. Maybe someone can translate, but either way, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to drop it in the chat. After this, we'll be rating out. Not quite sure who we'll be rating out to, but yeah. This is the finals of the finals. So last game of the day. All right, we are getting into the final match of the day, so I will get over to the live scene. It's been a pleasure. It's been a blast. I will see you guys right after the game for my outro, but thank you so much. Stick around for a raid, and yeah, much love. So we do have the contest going on over at Stacks yet again. Do believe the contest is a 1-for-1 right now currently, so Nessie looking to bounce back from this contest. There is the obvious other contest on the day, which is PMT. Not quite sure what's going on over there, but let's tune into PMT. They are fighting first, so MG Clutch, the blue armor. Seems there might be a contest for Opera. I believe that was at Overlook. And it was. Opera making quick work of at least two enemies there at Overlook. We go back to the action. PMT trying to win their first contest of the day. Good shots coming out. Amos is eliminated. Great shots coming out from Mozilli. Not looking good for Vex Gaming this last match of the day. PMT potentially griefing Vex chances at a dub here if they win. Nate coming out from the Bangalore. The Thermite connecting. PMT, their advantage diminishes as it is now a 2v1. MG Clutch, the last one alive. PMT doing what they can. 2v1 situation for Vex versus PMT. Great shots from Clutch. Double swung on the outside here. PMT eliminated in 19th place. PMT going 0 for 6 on the day. The contest between Nessie and players here at Stacks. Players are down 1 currently. Players versus Nessie kind of stelling out just a little bit. Looks like they might be trying a rat play here on Nessie, catching one of them off guard. As I said in the semifinals, you know, anytime a player's ratting or doing something very sneaky, I find myself whispering very often, and I don't know why. It's not like anybody can hear me. It's a habit. I can't help it. Lecoplaster getting knocked in the process, though. Bloodhound all coming out. Ford So Sister. Massive shot coming out. 26 connecting to the head. Other shot not connecting. Getting one knock in the process, though. Bangalore Clutch holding the door here. Going to die zone, most likely. Players eliminated in the 17th position. Nessie winning that contest all around. Bangalore Clutch dying to the zone though. We have a little bit action going on around the map though. We have 07 fighting here and launch site. Oh, this is not launch site. This is countdown. There we go. Thank you. 07 getting a thirst there. 07 with a very good armor situation. They have a purple, blue. They do have great shots from Zap there. R9 is connecting huge. 58 flesh to the very far target. Max getting shot in the back though. Trying to get the Phoenix off. Gets the Phoenix off. Trying to get repositioned. Nasky on the fuse, doing fuse-like things. The fuse ult coming out. 30-30. With the 3 times on it, as well as Skull Piercer. So Nasky with the 30-30 and fuse, ready to be a menace from afar. Great shot from Nasky. Huge shots connecting. 56 flesh on the player in that little room there. Zap getting cracked in the process, trying to get back to Hill. Gets back, taking the Phoenix. Opposing team on the head glitch there on the stairs. Knuckle cluster coming out. Breaking the door. They do have a Watson in there though, so that is going to be an anti-fuse barrier in that room. Nasky still staying far as his duo Zap and Nax push up to fight this. Zap pushing in to peak some damage, but getting a lot of damage against himself in the process. We'll check up on Aurora Gaming really quick. They are rotating through frag. I know that is a chat favorite, and they are about to take shots on their team rotating. Getting flesh on that. Konodol coming out. No Rex coming out for the 30-30. Ardeki. Shots with 30-30, just not connecting. Poor Hardeki there. Supersonic is swinging that rock wide. Great shots coming out. Knock coming out for Hardeki, actually shooting from far. Supersonic in that Bloodhound ult. Smoke not doing anything for the opposing team. Bloodhound scan coming out. Great nade though. Enemy with the blue armor sitting behind the rock there. Cover fire from the right side as Autumn and Ardeki do push up on that. Great shots from Supersonic, gets a knock. Last one alive. And FF eliminated. High score Opera eliminated at the same exact time as Alliance takes care of them. Vex pushing up on Alliance now, trying to take advantage of the third-party situation opportunity. Unlucky, getting very unlucky right there in the corner with all the nades. Great shots coming out though, getting a knock-on effect. Thirst coming out, shield swap opportunity for Unlucky. Opting to keep his gold shield due to the conduit tactical. Vex getting a thirst on effect as well. I believe Alliance is down to a solo now. And they are Yuki, the last one up. Last one alive for Alliance, as they are trying to just rotate around. Things not looking good for Yuki. This might be the end of the day for Alliance. Lights out at 14. And the nade perfectly placed by Shex for Opera. Alliance out at 13th.
Hostile spotted. Reckon we should head.
This fight's still a little bit of a stalemate here for 07. Damage finally coming out. Zap connecting with the flatline there. Nasky taking an angle. The Wraith swinging out by themselves. Phasing out, going back inside. This one's most likely going to stalemate. Aurora, shots coming out. Trying to hold out Vex, rotating through the tunnel. Conduit ult coming out. Ardeki using the tactic of looking straight down, shooting out the conduit ult in a V pattern. Great shots coming out. 46 flesh from Hardeki. Exo eliminated in 12th place. It most likely is going to be coming down to whoever wins this match on the evening on who gets the victory for this tournament. Aurora currently in 5th place can still come away with the dub. We do have 2 knocks against 07. So when Nasky in charge, down to just Nags. Nags one shot absolute with flesh. Has shield though. E6 third-partying opportunity for them, and they took advantage of it, making the most of all of this loot that is in zone here. There's a little bit of a map glitch, it does appear. Cybercats, our first place team on the day, currently down to a solo. They are actually 2nd place right now, behind by 3 points. This is gonna be the end of their run, and it is. Cybercats out, our 2nd place team. Nessie eliminating them in the process. Now looking at who is alive and who is not. We have Upper Moon that is still alive and in 1st place. Infinite in 3rd place, still alive as well. Aurora down to a solo. The turns have definitely tabled for Aurora here. Supersonic just doing their best to stay alive. Supersonic doing their best to rat their way to victory here. Still getting shot from afar. E6 pushing up on Vex. Vex eliminating E6 very quickly, not taking hardly any damage in the process. Vexed trying to get as much KP as they can here to maybe get the dub on the day. Upper Moon still alive, still well. Infinite still alive and still well. Alliance is out of it though. Aurora down to just a rat. Great shots coming up with the wingman. Nessie eliminated. Shots coming out. Infinite is eliminated. That is your 3rd place team. Vex has open field in front of them currently, it seems. LVH might still be in this though. LVH is out. Vex. Everyone except for Upper Moon. If Upper Moon stays alive, Upper Moon needs to get out for Vex to have an opportunity to run away with this. There will be a shakeup in the leaderboard regardless of that though, so let's see how this turns out. Aurora eliminated in 5th place. Did Aurora do enough to at least get into the top 3? We will find out shortly. Wingman with Kind connecting from all ranges, it seems. Vex with 2-4. With over 10 kills now. Definitely in a winner-take-all scenario for Vex, so Vex have to do what they can to get rid of Upper Moon right now, and that is who they are shooting right now. So this is pretty much going to decide the outcome of this tournament if Vex fights Upper Moon or thirds this at all. Calisol coming out from Moon. Top 3 scenario now for Vexed. Unlucky great shots with the R9. Metafe. Flesh. Taking a bet. Pinging their backside. Rotating around. Not quite sure if this is the right call. They're going to pinch themselves in a corner here. Kind getting knocked in the process. Did Vex just throw their championship? Unlucky. Almost getting cracked in the process. Tafe rezzing Kind here. Upper Moon eliminated in 3rd. If Vex wins this, they will take it all. The fight comes down to this. The whole tournament. Great shots coming out from Metafe. The Watson pylons are out though. Rising Q does come out. Kind. Metafe. Just down to Metafe now. Do what you can to try to get a shield swap. It's not happening. Essentially stuck in their ANC. Outplayed are your champions. Did Vex do enough to get the victory there though with the 2nd place? I imagine Metafe absolutely losing his shit right there as he could not get the shield swap going. I know I would be. There's definitely going to be a shakeup in the leaderboard. Let's see what happened. It's going to be a close one. There we go. It is. Posted an image. What is it? Yeah. Oh wow. All right. As we go to the final leaderboard for the evening, Upper Moon is your Upper Moon is your champions for the tournament as they win the very first EXO and SRC sponsored Fire and Fortune tournament. Upper Moon, congratulations on the evening. Congratulations on the entire victory you held here today in the finals. 69 points. I know everybody in chat's probably going to say, you know, nice. But 69 points on the tournament. first place finish and a third place finish 2 times in a row there to close out the evening. Vexed going from 7th to 2nd place with that last game. Absolutely fragging out for Vex is what they needed. If they got the victory there, I'm not quite sure if they would have got it, but they might have gotten a little bit closer. Infinite going out a little bit early there, just taking 3rd, but tied for 3rd on the evening, seeing as they got a victory and I'm guessing a better game. They do take the tiebreaker over Cybercats. Not quite sure. There's more to be tuned with that. So Cybercats tied obviously a 3rd, but taking the 4th place overall. ANC outplayed, winning the final game there, taking 5th place with 48 total points. Alliance getting a lot of kills on the day, but that placement just not being there for them, with their average placement being at 9.8, taking 6th place on the evening. Aurora, I know everybody in chat wanted Aurora to win and take it home and everything, but Aurora coming in 7th place with an average finish of 11.8. Again, getting those kills, but not getting that placement. Getting a victory though on the evening and on the 2nd game of the day. E6 is in 8th with 37. LVH in 9th with 36. Nessie winning those contests and losing some contests, coming in 10th with 36. 07 Nasky and friends coming in 11th with 33. Players coming in at 12th with 28. EXO coming in 13th with 26, tied with FF. Deathwish coming in 15th with 22. High Score Opera coming in 16th with 20. Mind coming in 17th with 16. Lights Out 18th with 13. Aim Assist 19th with 12. And PMT, the contest legends of the day, contested Vex 6 times, lost 6 times, and ended the day with 2 points. What a tournament. It was a blast. I had a blast. Had an absolute ball. I really want to thank EXO and everybody for inviting me out. Real quick though, unmute Discord. Just want to thank you guys as well for helping me out behind the scenes, and Sparky, huge shout out to you for helping me out as much as you did. Chalice, thank you for hosting the lobby, the finals today and everything. And you know, everybody on the EXO side, seriously, thank you to the Jack and all the owners, all the admins. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. We look forward to working with you more in the future. And yeah, you know, Sparky, huge shout out to you, man. You behind the scenes, everybody. Sparky was sitting there calling out numbers, calling out teams and stuff like that. You guys couldn't hear it, but the man was a legend. So huge shout out to you, man. I appreciate it. But I look forward to doing more events with you guys in the future, and can't wait to see where, you know, all our collaborations lead to. But that is going to be it for me on the evening. I appreciate you guys very much. I'm gonna disconnect now.
All right. See you later.
Do my outro. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap it up for me. I was your host, Grimothy on the day. If you guys want to check me out, !Grim in chat. Huge shout out again to Community Gaming for making this possible. All right. Community Gaming offers a lot of grassroots tools for organizations such as ourselves to make things like this possible. So make sure you check them out, !CG. And make sure you check out EXO as well, !EXO in chat. EXO. They have Invictus Mondays coming up. Jack, all the owners, thank you from bottom to top. I know I already said it a couple times, but you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. You guys are beautiful people. We had a lot of stats that I could have shared and put on the screen there for a little bit and all that, but I didn't want to clutter you guys with it. But either way, the victors on the evening are going to be Upper Moon winning it all. So thank you all for this opportunity. That is going to be it for me. Davey, feel free to rate out.